20 Morning Stoic Habits to Discipline Your Mind, Daily Stoicism Routine for Success. Every morning, you wake up with two choices. You can drift through the day, reacting to problems, emotions, and distractions. Or you can take control. The ancient Stoics believed that how you start your morning determines the quality of your entire life. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius practiced powerful morning rituals to train his mind before facing the chaos of the world. In his journal Meditations, he wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive." Stoicism is not just philosophy. It is mental discipline. It is clarity in chaos. And in this video, you will learn 10 powerful Stoic morning habits that train your mind for focus, self-control, inner peace, and unstoppable discipline. If you practice these habits daily, your mindset will change. Your life will change. Let us begin. Habit 1. Wake up with purpose. The Stoics believed that sleeping too much weakens the mind. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself every morning, "You were born to work with others, like feet, hands, and eyes." This means your life has a purpose beyond comfort. Most people wake up and immediately grab their phone. They scroll, they compare, they waste the most powerful mental hour of the day. Stoics do the opposite. They wake up with intention. Ask yourself every morning, what kind of person will I be today? Disciplined, focused, calm, or distracted and reactive? Your identity begins the moment you wake up. This is why Stoics treat the morning as sacred mental training time. When you wake up with purpose, your brain becomes sharp, clear, and controlled. Habit 2. Practice morning silence. Before the world speaks to you, you must speak to yourself. Stoics practiced morning silence. No noise, no distractions, just awareness. Even Epictetus taught that clarity comes from observing your thoughts before reacting to the world. Sit quietly for 5 to 10 minutes. Focus on your breathing. Observe your mind. You will notice something surprising. Your thoughts are chaotic, but once you observe them, they begin to slow down. Silence trains your brain to become the master of your mind, not the slave of it. This is the foundation of discipline. Habit 3. Negative visualization. One of the most powerful Stoic practices is premeditatio malorum. This means, imagine the difficulties that may happen today. Traffic, criticism, delays, disappointments. Why? Because if you expect challenges, they cannot disturb you. The Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote, "He robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand." When problems appear, most people panic. Stoics remain calm, because they already prepared mentally. This habit builds emotional armor. Habit 4. Read Stoic wisdom. Your mind is like soil. Whatever you plant in it grows. This is why Stoics started the day reading philosophy. Even a single paragraph from Stoic teachings can reprogram your mindset. Marcus Aurelius wrote his thoughts every morning to remind himself. Stay calm, stay humble, stay disciplined. Modern successful people still follow this practice. Because wisdom in the morning becomes strength throughout the day. Instead of social media, feed your mind with timeless wisdom. Habit 5. Journal your mind. Stoics believed writing reveals truth. Marcus Aurelius wrote his personal reflections in a journal we now know as Meditations. He never wrote it for fame. He wrote it to train his mind. Morning journaling helps you answer powerful questions. What must I focus on today? What distractions must I avoid? What kind of person do I want to be? Writing clarifies your mind like nothing else. When thoughts stay in your head, they create confusion. When they go onto paper, They create clarity and control. Habit 6. Train your body. The Stoics believed the mind and body must be disciplined together. A weak body often creates a weak mind. That is why many Stoics practiced physical endurance. Cold water, walking, exercise. Physical training teaches the brain something powerful. Discomfort is not dangerous. It is simply training. When you voluntarily do hard things, your mental strength grows. Success is built on the ability to do difficult things consistently. Habit 7. Focus on what you can control. One of the core Stoic teachings is called the dichotomy of control. Some things are under your control. Some things are not. Your thoughts, your actions, your effort, these are yours. Other people's opinions, random events, the past, these are not yours. Every morning, remind yourself, today I will only focus on what I can control. This single habit removes most stress from your life. Habit 8. Set 3 daily priorities. Most people try to do too many things. As a result, they accomplish nothing meaningful. Stoics believed in clarity and simplicity. Each morning, write down 3 important tasks. Just 3. These should be tasks that move your life forward. When you finish them, your day has already succeeded. This habit trains the mind to focus on impact instead of busyness. Habit 9. Accept imperfection. Stoics knew something most people forget. Life will never be perfect. People will make mistakes. Plans will fail. Unexpected problems will appear. But discipline means continuing anyway. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Obstacles are not enemies. They are training for your character. Habit 10. Begin the day with gratitude. Before leaving your morning routine, pause. Look around. You are alive. You have another day to grow. Another day to improve. Another day to build your future. Gratitude transforms the mind from scarcity to strength. Stoics believed happiness does not come from more possessions. It comes from appreciating what already exists. Habit 11. Master your first thoughts. The Stoics believed that the first thoughts of the day shape the entire day. The moment you wake up, your mind begins producing thoughts automatically. Many people wake up thinking, "I'm tired. I don't want to work today. Life is stressful." But Stoics understood that thoughts are choices. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius trained himself to replace negative thoughts with disciplined ones. Instead of complaining about the day, he reminded himself, "You are alive. You have duties. You have work to do." Your first thoughts should sound like a command to your mind. Today I will remain calm. Today I will remain disciplined. Today I will act with wisdom. Control the first thought, and you control the entire day. Habit 12. Prepare for difficult people. One of the most famous Stoic teachings comes from Marcus Aurelius. Every morning he reminded himself that he would encounter selfish people, rude people, jealous people, arrogant people. Yet he refused to become angry. Why? Because their behavior was outside his control. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught that anger comes from expecting people to behave the way we want. Instead of expecting perfection from others, expect imperfection. This mental preparation gives you emotional armor. When difficult people appear, you remain calm. Habit 13. Embrace hardship early. Most people spend their mornings chasing comfort. Soft beds, warm showers, easy routines. But Stoics believed comfort can weaken the mind. The Roman philosopher Seneca practiced voluntary discomfort to strengthen his character. Sometimes he slept on the floor. Sometimes he ate simple food. Not because he had to, but because he wanted to prove something to himself. I can handle discomfort. This mindset builds fearlessness. When you train yourself to accept hardship, life cannot intimidate you. Habit 14. Guard your attention. Your attention is one of the most valuable things you possess. Yet modern life is designed to steal it. Notifications, social media, endless scrolling. The Stoics believed that attention is power. Marcus Aurelius warned himself not to become distracted by meaningless activities. Each morning, ask yourself, what deserves my attention today? And just as important, what does not deserve my attention? Discipline is not only about what you do. It is about what you refuse to do. Habit 15. Speak less, observe more. Stoics believed wisdom begins with listening. Many people wake up and immediately begin talking, reacting, complaining, or debating. But Stoic discipline requires observation. Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." When you observe more and speak less, you learn faster. You react less emotionally. You understand people more clearly. Morning silence trains this skill. Habit 16. Practice emotional detachment. This does not mean becoming cold or uncaring. Stoic detachment means not allowing emotions to control your decisions. The Stoics believed emotions should be guided by reason. Each morning remind yourself, today I may feel anger. Today I may feel frustration. But those feelings will not control my actions. This habit builds inner stability. When others lose control, you remain calm. Habit 17. Visualize your ideal character. The Stoics constantly asked themselves a powerful question. What would the best version of me do right now? Marcus Aurelius imagined the ideal Stoic character: disciplined, calm, humble, wise, fearless. Each morning visualize yourself becoming that person. Not someday, but today. Character is not built in the future. It is built in small daily decisions. Habit 18. Practice slow living. Modern society encourages speed, rush, multitask, hurry. But Stoics understood that clarity comes from slowing down. When you move too quickly, your mind becomes chaotic. Stoics practice deliberate actions. Walking slowly, thinking carefully, speaking intentionally. When your mind is calm, your decisions become powerful. Habit 19. Remember that time is limited. One of the most powerful Stoic reflections is the awareness of mortality. The Stoics practiced memento mori, which means, remember you will die. This is not meant to be depressing. It is meant to be awakening. Seneca reminded us that life is not short. We simply waste most of it every morning. Ask yourself, if this were my last day, would I waste it? This habit creates urgency and purpose. Habit 20. End the morning with a commitment. Before leaving your morning routine, make a commitment to yourself. A simple promise. Today I will remain calm. Today I will stay disciplined. Today I will act with integrity. Stoicism is not about perfection. It is about consistent effort. Every day is another opportunity to train your character. And over time, small daily discipline becomes extraordinary strength. If you practice these 20 Stoic morning habits, your life will slowly transform. Your mind will become calmer. Your focus will become sharper. And the chaos of the world will no longer control you. Because the greatest power you can develop is power over yourself. And that is the true goal of Stoicism.